oTradeMark.
Hey everyone, it's Trademark here, and today I'm going to be showing you how to prestige in 50 games. That's right, I said 50 games. As most of you know, last weekend was Double Experience Weekend. Double XP weekends, as you all know, means that you're getting double points for everything that you're doing in games, minus a few things like contracts and challenges. And as I started playing during Double Experience Weekend, I realized how quickly I was actually leveling. And I'd been recording the games, and so I said, hey, why don't I just record all the games and try and prestige in one day? And so I went through the games, and it ended up that I prestiged in just over 50 games. And basically I say 50 because there was a few free-for-all games and a whole bunch of dashboards in there that I'm not really counting since I didn't get experience for those games. So anyways, I have every one of these 50 games recorded, and I'm going to be posting these in a series. Most of you probably know about the Road to Commander series that a lot of popular commentators have done, and this is basically just a really sped up version of that. Now just to give you a little background on myself, I am married and I have a little boy who's 10 months old, and I have a little girl on the way, and because of that, I have a full-time job as well, and I don't get to play Black Ops nearly as much as I used to be able to when I was a single college student. So I needed a way to level up very quickly. And if any of you are like me out there and you want to prestige and you want to have some of those bonus and you want your extra class unlocks, but you don't want to play 14, 15 days of the game, you just don't have the time, well, this series is going to be perfect for you. Along with this series, I'm going to post a leveling guide on my website that will help you kind of see exactly what I've done through these 50 games to level so quickly. But while these slow motion clips are running in the background, I'm actually just going to run you through the top 5 suggestions or tips which I can give you right now to help speed up your leveling process. So the first tip that I'm going to recommend for leveling quickly is to always play with a full team, or as many players as you know. The reason you want to play with a full team is because it's easier to win when your team is working together. Now the reason that winning is important to leveling quickly is that you get a bigger match bonus when you win. If you lose, that match bonus is actually halved, so it's very important to always be going after the objectives and winning games in order to level quickly. Now the second tip that I'm going to give you relates to game types. Now if you haven't played all the game types in COD, I would at least recommend that you go out and try them out. But there are some certain game types which do have a distinct leveling advantage over other game types. And Headquarters is one of those game types. Now when you win, Headquarters is always going to net you a lot of experience, especially when you're capturing the points. That's because every person on your team gets 50 experience points for every 5 seconds that you hold the HQ. Not to mention that you also get a lot of experience for capturing Headquarters, as well as defending those Headquarters. So a 250 score win Headquarters game is going to give you 2,500 experience just for capturing the HQ points. Now it's not uncommon for you to get over 10,000 experience for one game of Headquarters. In fact, in one of my games that I played during this 50 game prestige, I actually earned 44,451 experience in one game of Headquarters. Now a lot of people will tell you that if you're good at Search and Destroy, that game type is the quickest to level in. And while I do agree that if you're really good at Search and Destroy, you will get a lot of experience, because kills are worth so much. Kills are worth 500 experience, plants are worth 500 experience. Double that, and you're earning 1,000 experience for any time you're doing something. But the problem with the Search and Destroy is that you're not getting very many kills, you're not going to be completing very many challenges. And that brings me to my third tip, which is always pursue challenges that earn you easy experience. For example, I don't know how many of you know, but earning a bank shot challenge, which is just simply running around with the tomahawk until you bounce a tomahawk off a wall and get a kill, earns you 5,000 experience. That's almost an entire game's worth of experience just for banking a tomahawk into a player. There's also a lot of challenges which can be completed relatively simply or relatively quickly that will earn you thousands of experience points. So I recommend going into your challenges and taking a look at all of the ones that you can complete quickly in order to level up faster. The fourth tip that I'm going to give you relates to contracts. Now, contracts are vastly different from challenges in that you have to purchase them and they change up daily. So while a challenge is based on your level and what you've unlocked so far, a contract is going to change every day. Now, a lot of people don't pursue contracts, which I don't understand unless you really don't want to, but contracts actually are a great source of experience. So far I've earned over 700,000 experience from contracts alone. And so I highly suggest buying them and pursuing them. Now that being said, don't ever pursue a contract which is not going to benefit you. If it's a contract that you're only going to suck with, such as using extended mags and an ACOG while using Warlord, I never do good with an ACOG, and so I would never use that contract because I'm just going to lose experience in the long run by being so terrible in the games that I play with that contract on. So, pursue the easy contracts, the ones that will be a good source of experience, but don't chase the ones that are not worth it. And my fifth and final tip or suggestion to leveling up quicker is to click on the yellow subscribe button above and pay attention to my upcoming YouTube series called The Path to Prestige. Now this 50 game series is going to teach you things that I can't explain quickly in a 10-minute video. Watching people that are better than you is going to help you level up quicker. And if you're already better than me, then you should level up in faster than 50 games. So anyways guys, I appreciate your time. Thanks for watching. And stay tuned for episode 1 of my new series, Path to Prestige.